Hello students, this is another video with a new topic for your grammar, that is tense. So we have finished determiner. Okay, that chapter is not too long chapter, a very small topic and a very simple topic. So determiner, it is finished. I will take test, online test for determiners. So I request all the students to again revise whatever I taught you in the online class, okay, in the video. And I also want you to refer to your grammar book for more examples, okay. So if you have your own grammar book and by the time you are watching my videos also, then it will help you to make your concept clear. So don't only depend on my videos, books are also very important for you. So please refer to your books, grammar books, okay. If you don't have, buy one grammar book, which is very important. And now you are in a higher class, right? So grammar book, you are not recommending any kind of grammar book from the school, okay. So you have to buy a grammar book by your own. This is your own responsibility. You will pass the whole class, that is in your particular class, without your grammar book. Obviously you are not going to get any kind of fruitful result in grammar. If you want to understand the concept very properly, then you have to buy a grammar book, okay. So now today in this class we are going to start another topic, that is tense, which is very important. Try to understand the chapter, okay, because tense is the very base form of all the grammar. On the basis of tense you can understand narration also. If you understand tense, then it is easy for you to understand voice and rest of the grammatical grammar topics. Yeah, so you have already got tense in your previous classes, okay. This is not a new topic for you. Maybe you have got little bit less, but now by the time as you are moving to your new class, the concept will be become very broad, okay. So what we know about tense is that tense is related to verb, isn't it? Tense is related to verb, okay. In tense we work with verb, okay. We don't work with noun, pronoun, adjective, adverb. We work with verb. So tense is related to verb. In Hindi what we say, that is kal. Yes, like bhutkal, bhavishyakal, vartaman kal. So in this way, in our English term also we have three tense, that is present, then after past and future. This one all of you know, very basic thing, very common thing. Yeah, so tense have three part, that is present, past and future. And each and every tense has again another four part, each and every one, okay. Every tense has again four parts are there. So what are those? Like present indefinite, okay, present indefinite, past indefinite, future indefinite, okay. Or in another name we say simple present, simple past, simple future, okay. Then next is present continuous, past continuous, future continuous. Then next is perfect, present perfect, past perfect, future perfect. And the last one is present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, future perfect continuous. So you have a good knowledge of all these things, right? That there are three kind of tense: present tense, past tense and future tense. Under each and every tense there are again another four kinds, that is present indefinite or simple present, simple past or past indefinite, future indefinite or simple future. And again present continuous, past continuous, future continuous, present perfect, past perfect, future perfect, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous and future perfect continuous, right? So we will discuss each and every topic one by one, okay. So first of all we will move to present tense, then after we will go to the next, like past and future, okay. So according to our first topic, that is simple present or present indefinite tense. Okay, what are the actions, what are the actions will come under this tense? You have to keep this in mind. Okay, so first thing is that in simple present tense, it state the action happen at the present time. The very simple definition that simple present tense states the actions which happen at the present time. For example, she reads books or book. She reads books. So this is happening at the present time. So simple explanation for the first one. Okay. So that this is the first and the very basic explanation of simple present tense. Another is habitual action. Habitual action means the habit of a person, habit of an animal, or any living creatures. Okay, the habitual actions comes under the category of simple present tense. Okay, for example, he walks every day in the morning. He walks every day in the morning is a habit of him. Okay, it is his habit to walk every day in the morning. So this is the habit of a person. It is habitual action. Okay, so here what is the verb? Here read is the verb, here walk is the verb. Okay, then general truth or universal truth. General truth or universal truth, for example, very simple, man is mortal. So this is the general truth, universal truth. Okay, so is the verb here. Yeah, next, action which will happen at a particular point of time. Let me explain this one. This here will word is there. Will means something related to future. Okay, so let me tell you something, that action which will happen at a particular point of time means those actions which will happen in the future or which will happen in the coming time and for which you are very sure. Okay, for example, Ram leaves for Delhi tomorrow. So Ram will leave for Delhi. Ram leaves for Delhi tomorrow means tomorrow he will go to Delhi. This action will happen, definitely this will happen. Okay, so the actions for which you are sure to happen in the future, those action you can also include in simple present tense. One more thing, let me tell you about this point, that this one you can write in future also, like Ram will leave for Delhi tomorrow. Okay, so this kind of action can be written in simple present tense also, and this kind of actions can be written in simple future also. Okay, so these are the four things which you have to keep in mind, that the action happen at the present time, which is a very basic explanation of simple present tense. Next is habitual action, the habits. Okay, general truth or universal truth, the truth which you cannot change. Okay, then action which will happen at a particular point of time in future for which you are very sure. Okay, so these four are the examples which will come in these four are the functions which comes under simple present tense, and these are the examples. Okay, now related to this, let me give you one more explanation related to the writing of this example. Here, as you can see, the simple present tense basically is not reads, it is read. Okay, not walks, it is walk. Okay, but why we are using s? What is the reason of using s here also? The reason you need to know, because we use s or es in simple future simple present tense only. We don't use this ses in any other tense. Okay, in simple present tense we have to use ses. But why we are using ses? I think in my previous classes earlier also I already told you. I don't know how many of you keep those things in mind, but if you forgot, then let me explain you again certain thing. Here it is something related to the formula, a very simple formula which you write down. Please write these notes in your copy. Okay, so let me tell you what is that. I, we, you, they, and more than one name. If more than one name is there or plural name is there, then we do not use s or es. Okay, then with what we will use? With he, she, it, one name, or you can say singular name. With singular name we have to use s or es. This is the short formula which is basically applied to this example. She, keep this in mind, very simple things are there, 4 things are there. With he, she, it, and if one name is there, one name, singular name is there, for example Ram is a single name, then with that we have to use s. Okay, es means some of the verb take es, we cannot write s, like do. With do we have to use es, does, right? So that's why es. Okay, and with I, we, you, they we cannot use s. So very simple thing, this one you have to keep in mind, because not only here, whenever you will write any kind of answers, whenever you are making sentence, so this thing you have to keep in mind, because this is also come under grammatical term. If you do mistakes here, your marks will get deducted. Okay, so this is very, very important. So you write this properly, you keep this in mind, whatever you do, just make a note of this. Okay, so this is something related to simple present tense, that is present indefinite tense. Now let's move to present continuous. So present continuous tense is very, very simple. Present continuous tense, here it states the action which is happening at the time of speaking or at the present time. Now what will be the exact present time of any person or anyone? The exact present time will be the time of speaking. The time of speaking, like now I am speaking something, so this is the exact present time for me. Now when you are going to listen this audio, and you are watching this video, so at the time of speaking will be the present time. Okay, so this is all about present continuous tense, the actions which is happening, with the action which is going on at the time of speaking. Time of speaking is your actual present time. Okay, or you can say in simple word, at the present time. So all those actions comes under the category of present continuous tense. Okay, so for example, my mother is cooking food now. So now word we can use. Okay, now will show the exact present time, that is the time of speaking. So now what action is going on? That now my mother is cooking food. So this action is going on, that she is cooking. Okay, this action is not completed, the action is in ongoing process, it is happening. Okay, now actually I forgot to show you the formula of simple present tense, how to write. I will show you later. So I will, first of all, I will explain you the form of present continuous tense, how to write. So first subject will come. Subject can be noun, subject can be pronoun, anything. Okay, then after be form of verb. Under be form of verb only is am, are will come. Then after verb, and verb also in ing form. Okay, verb will come in ing form. So subject plus is mr plus ing form of verb. So see here, this one is the subject. According to the subject you have to use is, am, or are. If this is singular, then write is. If you are talking about yourself, that is I, you are taking I, then you have to use am, and if it is plural, then you have to use are. So according to that is, and then after ing form of the verb, and rest of the thing you can add by your own. Okay, so this is the formula according to which we have to make the sentence. for present continuous tense. Okay, and this is the explanation for that. Now let's move to present perfect tense. In present perfect tense states the action which is completed recently and whose time is not mentioned. Okay, the action which completed just now in the present time, but the time, actual time when it completed, that is not mentioned. For example, we have finished our dinner just now. So here the very important word is just. Okay, just will tell you that the action is finished in the present time. Okay, for past perfect we cannot use this word just. Okay, it means the action is just completed. We have finished our dinner. So have finished, when you will use have finished, means the action of taking dinner, the action of eating dinner, having dinner is just finished. Okay, when it is finished just, but the time, actual time you cannot say. Okay, here we cannot, here the actual time is not mentioned. Okay, so this is all about present perfect tense, means the action which is completed just now or completed recently and whose time is not mentioned, means actual time of completing is not, actual time of completion is not mentioned. Okay, now the formula that how to write a sentence in present perfect tense. So listen, students, these formulas are very very important to remember. Apart from this explanation, keep this explanation in your mind, but what actions comes under which tense, this one obviously you have to keep in mind, but more than that the formula also you have to memorize. This is the very important thing. So same, subject will come first. Subject means noun or pronoun. Then here we will use have or has. Then we use third verb. Keep this in mind that in all perfect tense, I'm talking about perfect tense, either present or past or future, in perfect tense we have to use the third verb. And with third verb we have to use have form of verb, that is have, has or had. But had never comes in present, so we are only using have and has. Third verb always carry no have and has, means have and has followed by third verb. Then after, yeah, this one, subject plus has have plus third verb, rest of the thing you write by your own. Okay, prepositional phrase or any kind of adjective phrase, adverb phrase, you can write by your own, but this is the main thing. Now the thing is that when you will use have, when you will use has, this one is very important. Here with we, I have used have. If you remember the formula of I, we, you, they, or he, she, it, that is this formula. If you remember this formula, then here have, with I, we, you, they, we don't use s, and in have and has here s is, they're very simple to actually memorize. That's why I'm saying in have we don't have any kind of s, so here we don't use s, and here we have to use have. With I, we, you, they, and more than one name we have to use have. With he, she, it, and one name we have to use has. Same goes for do or does. Here do, here does. Okay, so this is the formula according to which we have to use have or has. So as here I have used we, so that's why I'm using have. If I will write she or one name or he or it, then what I will use, she has finished her dinner just now. This in this way. Okay, so this is all about present perfect tense. So let's move to the next topic, that is present perfect continuous tense. So the present perfect continuous tense, it states those actions which begin in the past, means which started in the past and still at the time of speaking, it is the action is still going on or has just finished, or the action has already finished. Okay, so this is what about present perfect continuous tense. So let me explain you one more time, that it state those action which started or which begin in the past, and that action, the same action, is still continuing, either it is still going on or just now finished. So this kind of actions comes under present perfect continuous tense. So for example, she has been teaching for 5 years. It means she started to teach before 5 years, and the process of teaching, the action of teaching, is still going on till now. She has been teaching for 5 years means for 5 years she is teaching. Okay, so the action already started in the past and till now it is going on. Okay, till now means till after 4 years it is going on, so it will be the 5th year. Present time will be the 5th year. So from last 4 years she is teaching, and this is the present 5th year. Okay, so this is all about present perfect continuous tense. Now the formula, very easy formula, as it is the combination of perfect and continuous both, so here we will take something from continuous and something from perfect. Okay, that is subject, which is mandatory, subject with has or have, then after we will use been, then after ing form of verb. As it is continuous, so the verb will be in ing form. So we have take has and have from perfect, yeah, and this third verb of be, and then the ing form of verb, ing form of the verb from continuous. So see, this is subject, according to the subject has will come, then been, which is compulsory, then ing form of teach, that is teaching, and then after for or since will obviously be there. Either you have to use for, either you have to use since. Okay, if you are now the use of for and since, when you will use for, when you will use since. For is used for the duration of time, and since point of time. Duration means how lengthy. 5 year is a duration. 5 year is a duration of 5 years, right? Since means point of time. Suppose I can use that she has been teaching since 2003. So 2003 is not a duration, it is a point of time. Okay, and 5 year is a period of time, which you can say duration of time. So this is the difference between for and since we have to use in present perfect continuous tense. We can use in past perfect also. Okay, so these are the examples, and along with that the formula for present tense, all the present tense. Okay, now let me tell you the formula for simple present tense, which I forgot to tell you. The formula for simple present tense is very, very simple. It is another formula. Okay, that is subject plus first form of verb. Very simple. Subject plus first form of verb, that only you have to keep in mind. Here no is MR, no has and have, nothing will come, only subject plus first form of verb, and if necessary then you have to use S or ES with the verb according to this one. Okay, for example, see, subject plus first form of the verb. Rest of the things you can add according to your own here to complete the meaning of the sentence, that is different. But what will come, that is after subject, how you will write the verb, that is very, very important. Subject plus first form of verb, subject first form of verb, subject first form of verb. Okay, so this is the formula of simple present tense. So I want all the students to write the formula together. Simple present tense, write the formula. Present continuous, write the formula in extra separate page. Okay, it will be helpful for you. And if you don't want to write, then I will give you a proper list of the formula, so you can note down that one. Okay, so that one I will give you after the end of all the explanation of simple present this is past, present and future. Okay, so in this video I have completed the explanation along with the example and the formula of present tense. In the next video I will explain you again the same thing for past tense. So thank you.